Hey there guys, it's Liz here. I am coming at you live from Reading, Pennsylvania as we are jumping into the topic of natural flavors. So guys, as you are hopping on, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're catching the replay, where are you watching it from? I'm super pumped to dive into this topic because I've been waiting to do it. And guys, I'll be honest with you, the reason that I was becoming so intrigued by this and so obsessed at looking into the idea of natural flavors is because I love any type of like carbonated beverage or like flavored water that tends to say natural flavors on it, right? Guys, as you're hopping on, let me know, have you consumed anything or do you regularly consume anything that has natural flavors? Drop it below. Put the word flavor below if you guys consume anything that has natural flavors. You may not even know yet. So my goal with these next several minutes of this training is to help you guys understand what products contain natural flavors, what a natural flavor actually is. Are there good natural flavors? Are there bad natural flavors? And does it even make sense to care about natural flavors? Should artificial sweeteners just be, are they equivalent? Because there's so much contradicting information out there. Yeah, Kayla just dropped the word flavor below. Guys, if you consume anything with natural flavors, I want to know about it. Drop the word flavor below. And then what I'm going to do, once I educate you guys a little bit on the mind-blowing stuff that I found, I actually went through my pantry, my husband and I's pantry, and I was like, what do we have with natural flavor? And so I have some items here, right here for you that I'm going to review for you. It's very common, very popular items that you probably have in your house, or at least you've heard of them. Hey guys, hey Julie, hey Nikki, guys, thanks so much for hopping on. So guys, as far as natural flavors go, if you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I never even look on the label. I don't know if I have anything that has natural flavors in it. Guys, for me, like I said, the sugar-free, calorie-free, whatever beverages out there are what I'm naturally drawn to. So you can think about tea, you can think about whether it's iced tea, hot tea, all different types of drink additives. For the 7-day reset that I have going on right now, I have flavor hacks out there because so many people really struggle getting their water in. And how many of you guys get bored of plain water? Right? Drop the word plain below if you struggle drinking water that's plain. That's a big issue for many of my clients. That's a big issue for many of the people that are in my reset. They're like, I want to get my water intake in, but I literally just can't drink it plain. But you don't want to drink soda or juice, right? So I like bubbly. Right? I think it's Pepsi's brand. So bubbly, you have LaCroix, who has a lawsuit out against them right now, going back and forth about their natural flavors. You have so many different things out there that say natural flavors. And so that's really what stimulated this conversation, because I know so many people, Nikki, you just dropped the word plain below. You're one of them. We really struggle with that. So you see it now more and more, marketers and brands starting to put natural flavors on their labels. So look on your drinks, first of all, any type of drink beverage. But I have found it in a lot of other things. I'm going to go over it in just a minute or so. But guys, when it comes to a natural flavor, what is it? Like, what is considered a natural flavor? If you look at like the Code of Federal Regulations, it's like a freaking paragraph long. I actually have it written here. So, and I'm not going to read the whole thing because I literally get bored. But it's like, natural flavor could be an essential oil, oleo resin, essence of extracted protein hydrolysate, distillate, or any product roasting, heating, or enzymolysis. I'm like, who's tired of listening to that already? Seriously. So basically, in layman's terms, what the FDA says a natural flavor is all it has to do is stem from something natural. Like just start natural. So if you're thinking, what's the difference between a natural flavor in LaCroix, in bubbly, in a lot of these teas, everything else out there, natural flavors in chips, I'm going to show you it in just a second. What's the difference between a natural flavor and artificial flavor? Guys, all I had to do was start natural. So you literally can have blueberry natural flavoring. It started from a blueberry, but they added propylene glycol, they added ethanol, they added polysorbate, they added everything. The FDA allows over 3,000 chemical additives to be added in with different types of natural flavors and still be considered natural. They don't have to list it on the label. In fact, most natural flavors, like your one natural strawberry flavor, I love bubbly, right? I know Kayla's on here. She loves bubbly. Do you guys like that? Or the Bublé, if you've seen Michael Bublé on the commercial. So I'm thinking to myself as I'm drinking this strawberry, soda with no calories, no sweeteners, like it sounds great, right? So I'm drinking it and I'm like, how the heck are they getting this? How are they getting this strawberry flavor? Are they literally squeezing, like milking like little strawberries and hoping that they get like enough juice in there that it makes it taste good, but you don't get any calories, right? I know Julie's like, wow, like I'm not surprised. Seriously. So I start looking into this and I'm like, what can be in a natural flavor? Most natural flavors, one natural flavor tends to have anywhere between 50 to 100 different ingredients in it. And about 80 to 90% of them aren't natural, they're chemicals. Does that not blow your mind? Like 80 to 90% of whatever is in your natural flavor isn't natural. So they have no regulations with this stuff. So many people are like, well, what's better? Natural flavors or artificial flavors? And depending on who you talk to, the answer will be different because many natural flavors, now this isn't all natural flavors, guys, but many natural flavors, they are, since they're not regulated, they don't have like as strict of, like safety evaluations because the FDA hasn't evolved them yet. A lot of people are saying that artificial flavors may technically be safer. Barbara, yeah, you're saying it just pisses you off, right? How are you supposed to know? How are we actually supposed to know if it's natural? So I go and look at a bunch of different products that are out there, right? And so a lot of other brands are just like Barbara, getting really pissed, being like, listen, we're listing natural flavors, but all these other guys are giving us a bad rap because they're putting synthetic stuff in there. So, you know, there are other companies that are now starting to be like, you know what, we're going to become organic compound, like qualified. Like there are a bunch of different types of labels that you can put it underneath, but you don't know. It's not going to be put on the ingredient label. So what you guys have to do, if you want to know if natural flavors are actually natural or if they're made from organic ingredients, if they have any of these synthetic ingredients added into them or the chemical compounds, solvents, emulsifiers, all that stuff, you have to message the company. You have to email a company, you have to contact them because there's no other way to know. So there's this one brand out there that's like, listen, we don't use any natural flavors that aren't actually like organic certified. So they only do organic stuff. And so it's very possible that your natural flavors that you're consuming are natural, but it's highly more likely that they're not. Listen to this. So this is what the FDA does that it blew my mind. This thing alone was just like, oh my God. So the FDA doesn't have any of these strict regulations, right? Like you can put 3,000 different other ingredients in there that aren't natural and it's still considered a natural flavor. But if you are adding in a flavoring to something that doesn't already have that natural flavoring and you're just trying to enhance it, then the flavoring has to be considered artificial. Now, some of you guys may be like, what the hell did you just say? So for example, if you have this blueberry flavoring and you're adding it to a muffin that doesn't have blueberries and blueberry flavoring already in it, it has to be listed on the ingredient label as artificial. But if you are injecting this blueberry flavoring into an already existing blueberry muffin, it is considered natural flavoring. How screwed up is that? Like, if you're adding in orange flavoring to orange juice, since it already tastes like oranges, you can list it as natural flavoring. But if they add that orange flavoring to a muffin or to a wafer that doesn't already have that natural taste to it, you have to list it as artificial. It's so messed up. So that's the reason why we have such an issue with this, guys, and why it's so up in the air. I don't have a cut and dry answer for you as far as are natural flavors good or are artificial flavors better for you. Some natural flavors are worse for you than artificial flavors because they have a lot more chemicals put in them than the artificial ones do to begin with. So it just depends. So, you know, when it comes to what you need to look for, this is what I want to show you guys. Okay, so for example, I just went rooting through my pantry. Some of the stuff that I was looking for that has, now I have a lot of whole foods in my house. We try and keep as many whole foods as possible, but let's be realistic. Like, I like to flavor my water too. So these are some of the common things that I have, and I actually tell all my 7-day resetters loving True Lemon or True Lime. How many of you guys do this? How many of you guys have had these before? Put True Lemon or True Lime below. I love these. You know, you have like, a lot of times people are making like healthier margaritas with these. I know my girl Rachel absolutely loves this. I love the True Lime Limeade, watermelon flavor, okay? So I love these, but on the side, and I'm not necessarily saying that they're bad, but on the side, it says natural flavor. If you guys can see that. Natural flavor. It's probably not zoning in on, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it doesn't mean it's good. Where's the natural flavor coming from? Now, these have stevia in them, and it is labeled on the back, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners. Doesn't necessarily mean You guys know by now, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But it does say it's non-GMO and it does say it's gluten-free. So what happens is if you're having natural flavors, for example, McDonald's natural beef flavoring actually stems primarily from wheat and milk. Their beef flavoring comes from wheat and milk. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like gluten-free. It doesn't mean that it's vegan-friendly. It doesn't mean that it's okay for vegetarians to have. So, oh yeah, Julie, you haven't tried the watermelon. It's really good. But guys, I'm going to update you as soon as I get answers back from some of these companies asking what is in your natural flavor. Because I want to know. I want to help you guys know. Another thing that I looked at, now this is a type of herbal tea that Mike got one time. So I looked on the side and I was like, what is in here? Okay, so you have hibiscus, you have rose hips, black leaves, orange peel, natural tangerine flavor with other natural flavors. So I have no idea. So again, I'm going to message Celestial Seasonings and ask them, okay? Then I went to Yogi Tea. You guys, those of you that do my 7-day reset know that I love Yogi Detox Tea. Yogi saves the day. No like natural flavors. Everything is organic, everything fully listed on here. So it's not debatable, okay? Love Yogi. That's why teas have so many different GMOs in it. Most of you guys would think, oh, it's natural herbal tea. No, they're actually a really big culprit and have a lot of glyphosate in them for many of the way that they're harvested. And then I had to bring this in here. This is my husband's. So he's a Captain Morgan person. So am I. But he loves these like flavors. Look in your alcohol. Okay, so on the bottom of here, it's saying that this is an explosive watermelon shot with natural flavors. You don't know. You don't know. So I would have to contact Captain Morgan and ask them. If you look at flavored vodkas, all different types of flavored liquors, guys, look. The natural flavors, it doesn't necessarily mean it's natural. Barbara just said, well, the company actually tell you the chemicals used. Some companies won't answer you. That's a very good question. Some will answer you, some won't. And if they don't answer you, that's very, very common that they won't. You don't know. You can't trust them. Some will, some won't. So that makes you decide whether you want to still consume their product. And companies have been ripped apart for not labeling properly, let me just tell you, and not answering. Now, I did want to list these because I had all different like drink ingredients and I was like, okay, I need to bring on like a food source. So Kettle brand potato chips, I love them. I usually go for the ones that are the sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt with avocado oil because they are like the plainest possible. But if I used to consume these a lot more often, my husband really likes the backyard barbecue ones and the sour cream and onion that are there. So I like these chips better than like Lay's or a lot of other ones out there because they are more natural. But again, what the hell does that mean at this point? But if you look at the ingredients here. So you got potatoes, you got safflower oil. Again, not like the best oils, but better than a lot of some of the other ones in there. All the way at the bottom here, natural flavors, including smoke. So they're trying to get the backyard barbecue flavor. What are they putting in there for the natural flavors? You have no idea. How are they getting it to taste like barbecue? How are they getting all these other flavors? How are you getting a sour cream and onion flavor? Guys, this is the stuff you need to look for. It's not just on drink mixes. It's not just True Lemon. It's not just all the different carbonated beverages that I love, but it's in these freaking chips too. So go and look on your products. I implore you, go look on the products. Go do a full audit on your pantry right now. Go in your fridge, look in your yogurt, look in your cereal, and see where it says natural flavors. If so, and you care, some people care, some people don't, pick and choose your battles, whatever. But I want to know because I want to be able to tell you guys because you guys probably don't care enough, but I do because I'm weird like that. So I'm going to go and I'm going to contact Kettle brand chips. And some of you guys are saying, are they going to answer you? I don't know. But I will let you guys know of the brands that I consume on a regular basis. I'm going to reach out to them. I'll give them a little bit, maybe a week or two. I know, Miranda, you say you love these chips, but literally nothing is safe anymore. Guys, it can drive you crazy. To be totally honest with you guys, I want to do these trainings to educate you. But again, sometimes you're just like, is anything real anymore? Even if I'm getting vegetables, how do I know if organic is actually organic? How do I know if natural is natural? My goal is to educate you because when consumers speak, we can start to demand that better labeling be done. It has to be petitioned. It has to be talked about. And so guys, I just encourage you to start to go look at some of the stuff you're consuming. You may not really realize that in your alcohol, in your drink beverages, in your chips, that you may have actually faker flavors than your artificial flavors. It's just something to chew on, something to think about. So if you guys have any other questions, as always, put it in the comments and I will see you later. Love yous. Happy Tuesday.